So hey guys, what's up? So welcome to the latest cricket update channel. So let's discuss about match analysis between India versus Australia. This was a match in which Rohit Sharma affirmed just how much he loved batting at Bangalore Chinnaswamy Stadium, barring a brief period of lull. The opener showcased his full repertoire of shots against the Australian bowlers, flying them to all corridors of the ground. To register his 29th century, found support from his captain Virat Kohli, a local favourite, who helped himself to another half century. A stroke fill 89 together. Their efforts comfortably eclipsed Stephen Smith's commanding 131. This was also a match in which the Mitchell Starc and the Pat Cummins arguably the two best fast bowlers in contemporary cricket on current form were to put the sword by the flashing blades of the India's rampaging duo. The end result was a comprehensive 7-wicket win for India that helped them to seal the series 2-1. Even before Rohit had walked out to bat to get down the 27-run chase, social media had gone into a meltdown, showcasing clippings of his Herculean 209, which he had scored against the same opposition at the same venue 6 seasons ago. These days, whenever India's second most popular cricketer is at the crease, no total looks ungettable and no score is achievable. In this sense of security that will have played in the minds of the team management when they asked Rahul to partner Rohit during the chase tonight. The reason being the other incompetent opener Shikhar Dhawan had walked off the field earlier in the day after hurting his shoulder. Dhawan was taken for an X-ray and a call on his availability would be taken after fully assessing his condition, was the BCCI statement. Even in his absence, they did have the reason to panic because they knew Rohit and Rahul would take them home. However, Rahul was not quite in his element tonight. He departed for a 27 ball 19 with a score rating 68 for 1 in the 12th over. There was still no reason to panic because in walked Kohli. Of the past 6 years or so, it's the Rohit-Virat partnership at the top of the order which have fundamentally taken them past the finish line. On Sunday night, a similar script would get played out in front of the packed Bangalore crowd. Kohli took his team to get into the groove on a slow pitch. Josh Hazlewood, making a comeback into ODIs after 14 months, looked menacing with his pinpoint precision and tight test match lengths. Even Rohit struggled during his brief phase in which he scrapped during just a single of 19 Hazlewood deliveries. There was a couple of collective groans from the crowd and gasp of anguish from the Indian dressing room when Rohit went for an uncracked his cross-batted half of the Ashton Agar, but these would be only minor blips as India's most experienced player hung on. They had played through more difficult phases in the past. Australia captain Aaron Finch brought on Starc for his second spell and his when Rohit and Virat decided to go on the offensive. The Premier left pacer had conceded 16 runs from 2 overs in his first spell. He didn't fare any better in his subsequent spell either. He and Cummins were both guilty of bowling too wide. They got no help from his pen pitch that had no later moment to offer, wearing Hazlewood and Agar. None of the Australians looked like bridging, and the two Morelos and blue Indian jerseys. There was one particular shot from the Rohit that stood out from the dialogue of the blistering stroke play. It was a 6 mode off Hazlewood that one sailing past the long on boundary for 6. By the time Rohit departed, caught in the deep of the Adams Zampa's bowling for 119, India required just 80 runs from the remaining 13 overs. Virat and India's number 4 Shreyas Iyer matched on without first up peeling off the remaining runs with the release. Iyer played some out of the world drives on the cover by Starc and Cummins. In fact, Mumbai smacked Starc for 196 over the covers. That single moment of the lane just encapsulated a soul-crushing day at the office for the visitors. I remain unbeaten on 44 as India's prompt home in the 46th over. India team coach Ravi Shastree was swimming ear to ear after his team performance. This team, the boys, shows great character. Nobody can say we played an inferior Australian side. We got a thrashing in Mumbai and then to win 2 games with all the travel and with Australia winning all the 3 tosses, we picked important wickets in the middle overs. Virat and Kohli batted well and Shreyas will get a lot of confidence from this innings. If sides are looking to take a part in the last 10 overs, then we have a lot of varieties at it. So if you like the channel, so kindly subscribe to it.